the next season start of Thingamajig, Lego Masters?
The next season of Lego Masters, I'm not 100% sure. I've seen the trailer for it or the promo teaser promo thing, but I haven't. I'll have to try and look it up and see if Channel 9's released the dates yet.
Ah, well, we're live. Good. Hello.
G'day. Hello. How are we? I'm at my. I'll just. There we go.
Sorry. There we go. I'm back. I was just checking something. Yeah. How are you doing? You shaking bugs and things now?
I'm feeling much better. The cough has gone away. Yay! Yeah, I could do a parade, GJ. I could seriously. I could throw a parade. Is your cough gone now too?
Mostly. Although yesterday I was coughing quite a lot, but I think it was sort of more allergy coughing than.
Oh, okay.
Anything. It was really annoying, but yeah. I think part of the problem is I need to do a deep clean on parts of my house, like my bedroom.
Yeah.
So
I'm in the same boat, mate.
You're right. G'day. Yeah, it was really weird. I'm finding it strange because we've just had all this rain and it's been stormy and stuff like that. Yet my allergies are still ridiculous. It's like shouldn't be.
I think it's like that sort of change in the, because we've either gone from, especially with the rain where it was like the days weren't really hot and they weren't really muggy either. They were, they were sort of in that in between. And then we got a couple of days of sunshine. But I mean, I'm not sure if it was humid for you where you are. It was a bit humid for me, but, it wasn't too bad. But I know that like my daughter has allergy issues as well. And sometimes it can just take, a hot day one day and then followed by a cold day the next day, and all of a sudden she's, her allergies play up in that as well.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same, unfortunately. I had high hopes my nose operation would improve that, but it's improved it in the sense that when it happens and it flares up, I can actually breathe. Like my nose doesn't completely seize up, which is good, but it hasn't reduced the occurrences, sadly.
Well, is you now? Correct me if I'm wrong. Mrs. GJBricks is a florist, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're not by any chance any of the. Well, okay. Does she sort of bring her work home with her? Does she work from home? Does she do like a?
Okay. She doesn't bring that many flowers home, so I don't think it's that. But yeah, pollen's a killer.
That's what causes. Yes, that's what my daughter's allergies are, pollen related apparently. So it's why I was asking. I thought, well, you never know.
No, mine are. Hey, I just realised I could move this camera up here and have a proper straight. Look at that.
Oh, top down. Go the old top down
view. Straight down view. Look at that. I knew there was a reason.
Fancy there. Yeah, fancy there, GJ.
Hey.
It's a bit la-dee-da, this stream. There you go.
Now you can see how messy my desk is.
I know. See, there's always a plus and a minus with these things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happily working away at the layout table because I'm sort of disciplining myself. If I sit at the build table, I'll part sort, which I was doing over the weekend. I was doing a little bit of part sorting, but if I'm at the if I'm at the layout table where I am at the moment, I'm working on the terrain as much as I hate doing terrain, but I'm working on that at the moment. So it's pushing me further ahead on my whole layout build. So I'm not procrastinating.
Yeah, my this area here of this building has taken me so long.
Yeah.
Stupidly, I decided it needed an interior. The bathroom took me less.
Yeah, interiors can be. That's why. So when I did the pizzeria mock, I did a full interior on all floors. Now I sort of cheat. I'll put an interior on the ground floor if I'm doing a multi-level building, or I'll just aim to do like a single-level building and still put an interior in. I thought the interior for my little bakery mock, I felt it took me forever, and it really didn't. Like, it was on a 16 by 16 plate, and I sort of started pre-making some of the parts, or bits that I wanted to have in there, like the little display cases and all that sort of stuff, or whatever you want to call them, for what you see in a bakery. And it actually went along a bit quicker than what I thought. But I don't give myself confidence when I do interiors. So, but I like what you did and what you shared on the socials there. So it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. Got a lot in there. Someone who's geeky. That little spaceship's on the table as well. I do it as a proper tour. Done the bathroom too. The bathroom's done too. So.
Oh, that's cool.
I need a cabinet for here, and I need to put some stuff on the walls, and I think I need a little bit of shelving in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then that's done. Then I need to figure out how to do this bit over here, which was the bit I told you about that I'm. If I can, it's where the lift's going to be from the movie up to the first level.
Nice. Well, Andrew Thornton's joined us in the chat. G'day, Andrew.
Mr. Drew.
G'day, and Aussie Roy.
So it'd be interesting to see if there's any more people around, given the time zone change.
Yeah.
I always found it was better at this time of year for number of participants.
Well, our
plain and simply more around.
Well, daylight savings doesn't kick out for us for a little while yet, doesn't it?
No, it kicked in yesterday.
Yesterday?
Or last night.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't even notice. Okay.
You didn't notice an extra hour in bed this morning?
To be honest, no. I was actually up early. I had stuff to do. I was working on my motorcycle so I could take it out for a ride today. And it did the time didn't even click. Wow. Okay. Well, happy no.
I think it did.
Happy no daylight savings day then.
It certainly did. That's what my wife told me. If she lied to me.
Well, that's a possibility.
Wait, I'm wrong. It didn't go back. It's next weekend. Why did it feel like it went back last night?
I was going to say, I'm thinking I didn't notice any difference. I usually do.
The first Sunday in April.
Well, I usually notice because where I grew up, we didn't observe daylight savings. So when moving to states that observe daylight savings, it's always a bugbear. So, I always like to drive my wife insane with me going, yes, no more daylight savings. Or then when we get into daylight savings, it's like, why? And she, I've been doing this since we were married. I wish that
the clocks were just like forward all the time.
Yeah, because then you just get used to it.
Early in winter.
Yeah. I share your pain, mate. I share your pain. Because in your...
Like, half the time you get up in the morning and it's dark and you get to work and then you leave work to come home. By the time you get home, it's dark still. Or dark again, rather.
It's almost like working as like an underground. And I'm not making light of it because I've actually done it I did it for I worked on a contract for a little while. I did spend time working underground, and if your shift started at say 6 a.m, by the time, so when you went down, it was like the sun was, the sun was barely coming up, and then by the time you finished work, the sun was going down, and it really, really screwed your system. It was really sort of like,
it was like working in a shopping center, and and it was no natural light and wasn't enough time to go out and see the world during lunchtime, and it's brutal.
Now, your birth country, correct me if I'm wrong now. So the UK and Wales, we're all on the same time zone. Is that correct?
They went forward.
Okay. Who was first to go forward? Was that Wales to go, or was that the UK sort of had that time.
Time zone. They're all GMT.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because when I was working with like getting Miss Bricks of Fun, who's Lee, who's in the UK. Well, she's in Wales, and I was just working through the same time zone thing, and I'm just like, look, what time zone? And she told me, and she said, we're the same as the UK, and because I was using an app to do the time zone differences, she said, if you just put London in, she said you'll get the same time zone I'm on. I went, oh, cool, okay, so yeah, works out.
Too easy.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's been good. We now have you I know your week's been rather busy this week, but have you caught up with any of the sort of Lego news, Lego happenings or releases at the moment?
Oh, that Batman thing.
Thank you. I was just about to mention that. Yeah, what do you think?
I'm not convinced.
To me, it looks wrong.
Yeah, it does.
It looks wrong.
It looks like the Spider-Man one. It should have like the Spider-Man mouth.
Yeah, and it hurts. It pains me because I love Batman. Like I love my DC, and Batman's always been my favorite. I've got a Batman stubby cooler. I've got a Batman Lego. He's on my keyring. So I'm Batman through and through. And when I saw I got excited when I heard that they were going to do the what do they call them, like the headpiece thing or whatever you want to, like
yeah.
I was getting really excited, and I thought, this is going to be cool. And then I saw the pictures. I'm like, oh no, why would they do that to Batman? I bet every Marvel fan is out there relishing in the fact that they've made the Batman one look, in my opinion, looks awful. It's wrong. But again,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, if someone got it for me for like a birthday or Christmas present, I wouldn't say no and I wouldn't complain. But seeing the images just myself, I'd be like, I can go without buying that one for.
Let's just say that when I saw the not the Venom one, it's the other one, the one that's coming out. The name of it. But I was actually really excited when I saw that. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Batman one,
that one hurts me a little bit.
We've got Whiskey Shred as well. G'day, mate.
G'day.
Then there was the Star Wars ones.
Oh, was it the
Darth Vader, the Forest Trooper, and the Probe Droid?
Yeah. The droid looks cool.
Yeah. A lot of people love the Batman, the Darth Vader one.
Now that one does look very cool. It's possibly what I would buy over buying the Batman one. Yeah.
That's better. That's what it needed. A few shelves. Done. Need to stop tinkering. I need a picture on this wall and it's done. Oh no, but wait. What if I did?
I was just our other guest was messaging me, going through parental things like we all are as parents, but he's still hopefully trying to see if he can still make it along. So he was just messaging me.
The night is still young.
The night is still young.
As much as the kids make us age every bedtime.
Yep. We had our own little experience with that this evening. Myself and my significant other, or as I like to call her, the Minister for War and Finance.
I thought you were going to say the better half.
Well, she is my better half. No, I have no problems admitting she is my better half, my significant other. But yeah, as parents, the kids, as much as we love them, they find the best way to procrastinate on everything.
Right,
Everything that you can.
You've got two, haven't you?
I do, yeah, only a couple of years apart from each other.
Yeah, when you've got three as well, it's exponentially worse. Like, it's like bizarre.
Yeah. I mean, we love them. We love them, but, you know,
I do. I have to tell myself.
Yes. But anyway, we'll. So I told him it's all right. We understand. We are parents ourselves, and it's all good. For those that are unfamiliar, who we're not or who we're referring to, would be Stani from Lego Masters Season 2 here in Australia. Speaking of Lego Masters, have you watched like the full, or did you like just see the first couple of seconds? But did you actually watch the promo that they've released for Season 3? It looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good.
So, fingers crossed, mate. Now, what I did notice is, I think it was at the end of the first episode from Season 2 is when they did the forward promoting for for the next season. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed there'll be a Season 4.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Now,
unless it's absolutely bombs, which I doubt.
Well, it hasn't. It didn't bomb in Season 2. Apparently, the ratings were like, it was ratings gold. It was, and I guess the content of it. It's a family. They've obviously, it's a family show. The host Hamish, he certainly seems loved by a lot of people, and look, as a host, I think he's done a great job. It wouldn't be easy to host a show like that, and that's, it would be, I'd say, not a really tough gig, but it would be a bit of work, and he's, as much as, I'm, his style of comedy and humor, is not what I'm sort of used to. I think he did a great job, and fingers crossed we will see another season, because it's been good.
Very diplomatically put there.
Thank you.
Drew said it was kids screaming match today. Apparently it was I'm not listening day. I read that the first time and I thought Drew meant he wasn't listening. I've got to confess, I tuned out from my kids for a while today because they were just annoying me.
That was me yesterday. Today they were actually super well behaved. Yesterday was another fun day. But today they were actually really good. We had a nice relaxing movie day. We were watching the Disney, Pixar or Disney movies, Planes, and then they had Planes Fire and Rescue.
Planes Fire and Rescue, legendary movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. I thought it was actually really well done.
So much better than the first one.
Yes,
massively underrated. Love the AC/DC theme tune.
Oh, as soon as Thunderstruck came on, the best thing was my daughter jumped up and started jumping around and dancing to it. I'm just like, hell yeah, she knows her music. No, nice. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah. As soon as Thunderstruck came on, I'm like, yeah. I turned and said to my son, I said, now that's music, mate. That's music.
Yeah, my youngest loves it. Put a bit of rock music on, she's happy.
Yeah, same. We some microwave popcorn and our kids were happy. But yesterday, not so much. Yesterday was a bit more of a difficult day. Sort of mainly tried to give them just a couple of little jobs around the house just to help out, and it took them most of the day to do like 2 jobs. It's like, yep. It's not like I'm getting them out, to paint the house and regrout the tiles or, repave the driveway. It's just little tiny jobs that's actually for stuff for them. Like their own, sorting out their own clothes and putting them away. And, that took them almost all day.
My middle one is bloody atrocious. Atrocious. She'll spend 5 times as long screaming about being asked to do it as it would have actually taken to just do it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. It's and
keep asking you to do it.
Yep.
And I'm like, are you like this at school? No. Well, what's different?
I share your frustration. I really do. I totally feel your pain. It's it really can just, they can be really good at procrastinating and half-assing pretty much every job. It's like, really? And I've even said, do you carry on like this at school? No. So, and I said, so your teacher's going to do something cool like I am afterwards, and microwave popcorn, which they love, ice cream, have a bit of a fun hangout day with Dad. And all I wanted them to do was just get a couple of jobs done, and then we can relax and muck around. And they spend half the day whining about it. And it's like, really? Oh,
yeah.
Joys of parenthood. But anyway, it's, we love them. Probably doesn't sound like we do, but we do. But
we love them most of the time.
Most of the time. But, school holidays are around the corner, and
Oh God, no!
Sorry to disappoint there, GJ.
No, it's like this week, isn't it? It's like, no.
Yep, this whole week's just like they got 4 days of school, and so
I love my children. I love my children.
I love my children. Although I have found something that kind of works with my son at the moment, because he doesn't.
Electroshock therapy?
Well, no, close. No, I said to him, he was bugging me for something yesterday, and then he would procrastinate like crazy, and I'm like, right. I said, all right, mate. I said, I've been asking you this like 4 or 5 times in the last nearly 3 hours. I said, all I wanted you to do was just sort out your your clothes, at least, like your school uniforms, put them in we got little boxes, like, those little plastic sort of drawer, like they're almost like a filing cabinet, but plastic, you can.
Yeah, we've got the same thing. Yeah.
And it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's their school drawer, and it's all nice and easy for them. The socks, the shirts, the shorts or whatever, all laid out, ready to go each day. And I said to him, all right, if you can do that, then you can have some free time, as in, I don't care, what you do in theory, go and, if they want to go and play with the Lego or iPads or whatever, fine, once they've done the couple of tiny little jobs that they get, I'm happy. My son, he stuffed around, and I said, right, well, I said, put it this way, mate. You either do what I've asked you to do, or you can come and help me part sort. He ran to his room and started putting clothes on. And my daughter, because I'm thinking, that thread will work with my daughter, she's like, Dad, I'll come and help you part sort. I'm like, oh, thank you, darling. I actually spent a bit of time with her on Friday night. We because my wife, just had a bit of mummy son time, and so I had a bit of daddy daughter time, and we hung out in the Lego room, and I took her out the back into the backyard, and we kicked the ball around for a while, and just had some fun, like, just ran outside and chased the puppies around and just had some fun, and then she
need to open this box.
Yeah.
This one's got season 21 minifigures in it.
Oh, nice.
I buy them from people because I really can't be bothered to go and fill the bags.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, most people are selling them for the price of buying them in the shops anyway.
Yeah. Well, Andrew was saying kids screaming match today, and then he said, "Oh yeah, daughter, she's turning 8 in June. Drives me up the wall with cleaning her room. Takes all day, still looks the same, mate. 100%, Andrew. Oh, the woodshop teacher. G'day, woodshop teacher. Hope you're well, mate.
G'day, mate. So when you
Now,
flying over to help Tazzman with his stuff?
And bring some of his vintage Lego. Oh, he's got some awesome stuff, Greg. Awesome stuff.
Actually, I was, oh God, what's the name of the account? I've forgotten the name I was thinking of. Robin Hull. Do you follow Robin Hull on Instagram? He posts all the Fabuland stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I said to him today, I just don't understand why Lego discontinued Fabuland. It was lovely.
They had some really cool sets.
They're just really cool, fun figures. Like, they were sort of a good stopgap between Duplo and...
Yeah, and the minifigures.
And little Lego.
I like the, there was one that was an elephant figure, and like, even back then, they had the headpiece like near perfect. Like, I mean, and that's going back a while. That's not with upgrades in new technology and computer aided, designing and drawing and that with whatever programs they use to do all that with now. But like back then when they were doing Fabuland, like the change in technology has been pretty significant, Oh, Fabuland was cool. I have no problem saying that. I love some of their, like, especially when I was a kid. I had one of their carousel sets that kind of wouldn't look out of place even in a modern Lego city now. Like, it really wouldn't look all that out of place at all. And there's a decent age gap between what we're working, with now to when Fabuland was out. So I guess maybe they thought it had its run, or maybe sales dropped and they just decided, like Hidden Side, give it a run, see how it goes, and stop. But I mean, Fabuland would have been more popular than like Hidden Side and stuff.
Here's a great theme. Let's destroy it.
Yeah, let's take a theme that's actually really good and then just go, nut, we're out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Speaking of Duplo, that's what I'm even using right now, as we speak. Oh, that's only it's a bugger. That's okay. Good old Duplo to the rescue, saving me on bricks. This Duplo is at the moment.
I keep keeping an eye out for a cheap Duplo haul, but never comes up.
Yeah, no.
I just want the bricks, damn it.
It's funny, I still remember saying to my wife, because she's like, yeah, I thought you'd be getting rid of the Duplo. It's like, no, don't say that. That's... No, I'm not getting rid of the Duplo.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
I will say, one of the best things I bought my kids, well, my eldest was the one that actually got it because it was, she was obviously the one that was old enough to have it, but the Duplo train.
Yes, I've got that one too.
So good. And her face, the first time I turned it on, just exploded with joy.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool.
Got that on video somewhere. I need to file all those videos.
Yeah, and share them, or share them, or upload them to your channel. It's like kids react to the Duplo train set. It'd be cool. I like my daughter's reaction to some when she sees some new, especially she loves Disney and Princess and anything horses, and she loves a lot of the Friends sets. And but did I tell you when she wanted to get? I was putting in a parts order, and I was just helping just get the cost up so I could get the gift with purchase, and then just get the free shipping, all that sort of stuff. So I did all that, and I showed my daughter a couple of sets that were just released in the Friends line, and she liked the cinema set. And anyway, so we got it for her, and then she built it, and it was only like a couple of, I think I'll say a week or two ago. I remember coming down. I was up just upstairs in the home office, and I come down and I could hear her like sniveling and crying, and I thought, oh, okay. And I popped my head around the corner, and there she was sitting on the floor, little head buried in her hands, and I'm like, instant dad reactions, like my heart breaks. It's like, what's wrong, baby? And then she was bawling her eyes out. She's like, my cinema broke. I'm like, darling, it's Lego. I said, isn't it lucky you've got a dad who likes Lego? And I sat and built it and fixed it up for her, and she was happy. But, I just hate it when...
How old's your daughter?
She's 7.
Yeah.
But she was really
built 2 troll sets today.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
One of them's pretty... I bought it for parts because it was on clearance at Big W.
Yeah.
And the kids saw it and like, oh, we want to build that. Hang on.
Cool.
Swap my camera over. This thing.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah.
It's got like so many things. Like it's got a record player on the top. It's got. Just swap back to the other
cool.
camera.
Yeah.
It's got like a record player on the top. Like everything trolling. Cool. It's really good.
Yeah.
Some pretty funky characters as well.
Yeah.
And one of them comes with the best hat ever. Hang on. Look at this hat. How awesome is that?
Oh, cool.
Goes on this dude here. Hang on, if I can get it on. Yeah, like that.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to see
how much did that say?
Minifigure. Hang on. This is an important question. Does it fit my minifigure?
Ah, okay. Yeah. Is it interchangeable?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Legend.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to have to buy one of those hats now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they built that all themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my daughter was the same with that cinema set. She did like 90% of it. She needed a tiny bit of help with some of the Technic pieces. And, she loved it. And, I think some of those sets are pretty cool.
Yeah, Joss asked for help, and I was in the middle of trying to calm the screaming baby down. And by the time I got over to help her, she's like, no, I've done it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't need me anymore.
It's a sad day when that happens. It is. It's a sad day. It's just like, it's all right. Like my son's like that now. I used to sometimes, what he does at the moment is nearly every set he tries to build is missing parts. I'm like, mate, if it was every single set, I'm sure the Lego group would be losing profit, like they wouldn't be as popular. And I said, mate, yes, it actually does happen. It can happen from time to time, but not very often. And I'll say, have you looked in that bag again? Are you sure when you tipped it onto the table that a piece didn't get, stuck in the bag as they sometimes do?
That old chestnut.
Or he will have used that part in the wrong spot, 3 or 4 pages back. And from time to time, I'll just go and hit my parts bins and say, all right, mate, I'll just go and find the part for you, But other times it's like, okay, well, now you got to go back and take off some parts. And he's like, but I was half finished. I'm like, well, mate, And sometimes it'll be a part that I actually don't have another copy of, and I'll be like, well, mate, I don't have any of those spare parts or those parts like that one. You know, I don't even have it in that color. I don't even have it in the different color. You're going to have to go back and take some of it off. And then he gets upset and cranky and storms off. I'm like, well, you know.
I've had the issue on a couple of sets where, I've used what I thought was the right part, and then later on realized it was actually there's two very similar ones, or and it's like one of the blues, I think, or the grays.
Oh yeah.
Willow, stop. I weighed my puppy.
Oh, okay.
She weighs 32 kilos.
Whoa. That's a heavy puppy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I've never known a dog to get as much attention as she got in the pet shop. I tell you, it was one of the big ones. And people just come up saying, "What is she?" Because she's an unusual dog. Like, it's not a common breed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Woodshop teacher, to answer your question you asked a few minutes ago, I'm still working on my mock here. I'm just trying to build a cupboard for this corner for the bedroom, which is taking me forever. And then I'm going to work on this area here, which is going to be a bit more complicated. Should only take me another 2 weeks to do that one.
And I'm working on my layout as usual. That way, because if I was sitting at my build table, I would be just procrastinating and not wanting to get this done, and then I'd be thinking of other builds I could be doing, and I'm like, no, I've got to get this landscaping stuff done so I can start, shaping it out a bit more like I want to do, and then I can focus on buildings.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed that you've got a build table and a layout.
And a layout. Well, it's like having the city on one table and having a little table for just building sets or part sorting or building mocks. I wanted to have just a separate space from not having it all just on one big table. I wanted to try and break it up a little bit. Plus, I can have the kids in here at the same time. They can be mucking around with stuff, so it gives me that little bit of extra space as well for for them. And sometimes the kids will bring a set or two in that they're mucking around with, and we'll just hang out. Yeah.
I don't have that much space in here, unfortunately. I need to figure it out so my kids can come in and do stuff with me. But
yeah, I understand. If we were in some of the other smaller places that my wife and I have had over the years, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. So I'm making the most of the opportunity while I have it.
Trying to build a cupboard. Yeah. Why is building a cupboard hard?
Because doing anything with interiors is hard. It's time consuming, and I don't know. Some people find doing interiors easy. I don't.
No.
I'm not one of them.
I'm going to Google it for inspiration.
Yeah, my problem is when I do that. My problem is when I Google it, I'll look at too many images and then I just think, I don't know which one to choose now.
Yeah.
It happens.
That one's kind of what I was thinking.
Oh, cool.
And that one. Definitely don't have the parts or the space for that one.
Sometimes I find Googling the images gets depressing because then you go, geez, I wish I had those parts. I do. It'd be like walking into the brick pit on Lego Masters. It'd be like, oh, if I had this at home.
Well, Stani will come on in a minute and go, oh, yeah, I did an interior earlier.
Yeah. He's been working on his stadium. I think he's nearly finished, actually. He was saying I was chatting to him this week. I think he said he's nearly finished his stadium. So
nice.
Yeah. He's a clever guy. But yeah, I'll be very interested to see. Can't wait to see the first season of episode 3. Anyway, it'll be good. First season, episode 3.
No.
The first episode of season 3.
That's the one you meant. It's been a long day.
Been a long day, mate. Been a long day.
Kids.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy bedtime with the kids, and I just don't anymore because they just make it unpleasant.
Yeah.
I
used to be story time and everything with my kids, and yeah, I hear you. I still try and do something, fun with them, and I don't roll them up or anything because that's the opposite of trying to get them to calm down and go to sleep. But I try to do something with them just to still be the fun, try and just have a bit of fun with them. But they sort of throw it back in your face after they'll 15 or 20 trips out from their bedroom, 5 minutes after you've put them to bed. Oh, I just got to check if I did it. Go to bed. Oh, but I wanted to go to bed. Unless you need to go to the toilet, which you've had an hour's worth of opportunity to go and do. Or you've just come back from going to the toilet 2 minutes ago. Go to bed. But I bet it's what we used to do to our parents. So I suppose it's payback, really, isn't it?
I don't think I did.
Well, you're one of the behave ones.
That probably makes it extra hard.
Yeah. The joys of parenthood.
But then it was only me. It wasn't like me and siblings.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, true.
Which, again, makes a huge difference.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Again, I'll pop out. Oh, so the woodshop teacher is saying he had to pop out again, had to prepare setting up for the stream. You too, woodshop teacher. As always, mate, it's great catching up with you. And I think I know the stream you're talking about. Yeah, he's doing a stream with Miss Bricks of Fun, probably. I think he is. Yeah, so have fun, woodshop teacher. Oh, Brett Builds. G'day, Brett Builds.
Snuck in there.
Yeah. Woodshop teacher's always awesome.
I've got 1,000 colours, just not in the brick. I've got not consistent.
I run into that problem, and then I ended up starting a mock, and then I'll get part way through, and I won't have enough colours, and I just think, no, I'll just start building something else. And I've got
Go on.
You're right. No, you go.
No, you go.
I was going to say, then I end up with 6 or 7 half-built, mocks sitting on the table taking up space and parts. It's like, oh. It's frustrating. I know, it's terrible. So how did you guys go? The flooding wasn't too bad at your place, yeah? It was all right?
No, we got nothing.
So you
Does
were
that look
safe?
like a door? Does that look like a door in a cupboard? It doesn't, does it?
I mean, yeah.
Nah. Your instant reaction. I was using this colour because I got loads of these, but I don't have the part to do the actual door handle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
More like a door.
Yeah.
Ugh. I probably do. I just haven't sorted the parts required to do it.
Oh, that's that S word you just dropped. That's like a swear word. Sorting.
Yeah. It is. It is.
Oh, I tried to get a bit of sorting done over the weekend. I got some because I actually found I had a few more lens, like tree and plant pieces, which I actually need at the moment. So can I say there's a silver lining in part sorting? I guess so.
No. No, you can't.
Oh, good old part sorting.
I've got to say, I made an accidental purchase this week.
An accidental purchase? Okay,
Well, I had
detail.
something in my basket, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't. No, shouldn't hit buy.
Uh-oh. What was it?
Batmobile.
Oh, the 1989 Batmobile.
Yeah.
Now I'm jealous.
But I'm sort of looking at it going, I'm actually going to build it.
Oh, well, hey, when I get some funds, if you don't want it, I'll happily buy it off you.
Well,
That's a cool set.
It was from Target because Target had 20% off this week.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'm trying to save for... Oh, damn it.
So it came down to $320.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly not a cheap set.
No.
That's cool, though. That's awesome. You should do, you're going to do a live stream if you decide to build it, or what are you going to do? Not sure.
Well, there'll be several live streams to build that one, I think.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Maybe some adult beverages while you're building.
Try and do what Legalomaniac did with the Falcon. And does that look like a door? A cupboard door?
Can you hold it up a bit closer to the camera? It doesn't look too bad. I mean, yeah.
I'm just trying to make it a bit interesting and put a bit in the middle, but I'm wondering if it needs the bit in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Or if it needs to be wider. Maybe it needs to be wider.
Try that. See how it goes. For those interested, I'm doing terrain and I'm no good at it, but I'm trying. I'm trying to have a go at it. Rock work for me is well, I'm just going to say it's usually painful, but you know.
Rock work for me is painful because I never have enough bloody bricks. Rock work requires an incredible amount of bricks. Yes.
That's why I've got hashtag clown bricks in behind it, and some Duplo there as well. But I like my clown bricks. I always throw some photos up on Instagram, like hashtag clown bricks, because it's fun. I find it fun. So if you can see it on camera there, Greg, you can see where I've got that bit of a mashup of different colours happening, like filler brick. So hence clown brick.
There you go. Let's make you the solo for a second.
There you go. Yeah. Hashtag clown bricks.
That isn't solid bricks, is it?
No, there's Duplo. I've got 2 layers of Duplo because I'm only going 5 bricks high, so I've got 2 layers of Duplo, and then the single layer of brick because I'm putting plates on top, like grass, you know, like grassy area, like I've done here. So that's how I'm doing it at the moment. I'm sure there's far more economical ways to do it, but just at the moment, like I do swap and change it out a little bit as well. I do throw other bricks in from time to time. Or other ways where I'll start grabbing just ordinary bricks, stack them up 4 or 5 high, and then sit a plate directly on top. I've actually done that for the lighthouse. You can't see it now, but I've actually done that on the lighthouse. But I found just for the terrain area, because I'm only doing a small area, the Duplo and the plate and the normal bricks it helps me get it done a little bit quicker. So. And it leaves me enough room where I can then go back and add, like I am, you know, the rock feature and stuff like that. So for now, it's working. But like if I was doing complete mills plate, I'd be using pretty much near the minus probably obviously the Duplo. But if you're doing mills plate, you go through a lot of bricks as well, especially, you know, with the plates as well as bricks. It burns through a huge amount, especially if you're doing large cities.
I love how Mills plates look, but my gosh,
Yeah.
The part requirement
Bevan's Bricks.
through the roof.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Daryl from Bevan's Bricks, he's doing a lot of Mills plate stuff at the moment, and he gets asked a lot about, doing the Mills plate, and nearly almost every stream, someone asks him about the Mills plate technique, and he says, look, it's great, but it looks awesome, it works really well, but it's not cheap, and you're going to burn through a lot of bricks.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's you're going to burn through a bucket ton of bricks.
Now, Drew said that he is still working on his Bugatti.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Which is another not small set.
No. It is a cool set, though.
I've got to confess, I bought that for my dad.
Yeah.
He actually really wanted the 911 Porsche, but I couldn't find it anywhere for an affordable price.
Yeah, yep.
Sadly.
Yeah, it's there's a few sets at the moment that'd be great if they were just a bit cheaper. It'd be awesome. I've had my finances are being thrown in a few different directions at the moment because of my my other hobby, which is motorcycles, but I've pretty much now got the Harley working to how it should be. Did a little bit of preventative maintenance on it, so it's ticking along pretty good. But again, being a motorcycle and being a Harley, it hurts the wallet. Still building the Bugatti. Yeah, that's a cool set though. Admittedly, there's a few Technic sets that have caught my eyes, but I'm not good at doing Technic. I'm really not good at it.
Technic's fine.
I mean, I appreciate it. Like, I know it's it certainly has its place in the community. For me, whether I just can't make it happen. I try, and I'm just like, nah. If I ever get a Technic set, if someone buys me like for a birthday or Christmas present or something, I'll happily accept it because I know I'm going to use the pins and any of the Technic bricks for structural stuff in my buildings or whatever. So I never knock it back, but I'm not real great at the sets.
You see, I was always big on Technic as a kid.
Yeah.
I had more Technic than most other things.
Yeah. And that'll help with with them like doing stuff with it now, because you've had that time with it already, it's more familiar to you.
That being said, I'm convinced there's a problem with the Land Rover design because the engine doesn't go around when I push it along, and I can't find what's wrong with it. And I'm like, well, do I need to rebuild the whole damn thing? Because Drew said he had the same problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes me feel it might not be me.
No, it could be might be something to check within the community, maybe there. See if others are having a similar problem. See if look for some workarounds, maybe. Just trying to think, what am I going to do?
Oh, there goes the Bluey tune. Damn it.
I love Bluey. It's such a cool show.
I don't think it looks like a cupboard.
Here, take me off solo so I can have a look.
Oh, whoops.
So I can't see. I'm just seeing what I'm doing. I'm like, oh yeah.
There we go. That one.
Show us again. Yeah.
It's like a try-hard cupboard, isn't it?
But it's a cupboard, though. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a cupboard.
You know what? It will do for now.
Yeah. It's
going to be tucked in a corner where you won't see it.
There you go. It's a non-camera friendly.
Interior.
Yeah.
Drew said his first Technic set was the orange Porsche. You lucky. Guess my next word. Actually, in hindsight, I regret I found a big W a couple of years back, and I said, "Oh, I was looking for the Ghostbusters HQ."
Yeah.
And sometimes Big W stores have sets out the back.
Yes.
That for whatever reason didn't get put out, and I said, "Oh, have you got any sets out the back?" And he bought, "Oh, we've only got this Technic Porsche." I'm like, "Oh, that's a shame." Damn it!
I'll just have to buy it then.
No, I didn't. That was my problem. Wish I had.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know how many times I walked past that Ghostbusters HQ set when it was on shelves and just didn't grab it, probably because I couldn't afford it at the time, but I wish I did.
Oh, mate, I got it for $200.
Oh, so you're getting all these good deals.
I have absolutely no idea how it went on clearance at Big W. I really do not. Like, I don't understand how they didn't sell all of them.
Oh, because it's not a cheap set. Like, it's
no,
but it's such a great set. That's the thing. Like, it's worth it. It's worth what you pay for that set. But yeah, I just
get it for 60% off. Woo!
Oh, that hurts. For that, I might have to go and crack open another beer just to drown my my sorrows there a little bit.
Just to rub salt into your wound, Drew said he won that set.
Oh, that's it. I'm getting the beer. I'm getting the beer. I'm going to the beer fridge.
that was cruel. That was cruel.
Oh, that's just mean.
Right.
Oh no. Well, there you go, eh? You won the go. That's just that hurts.
I won the
if you were going to win.
I won the Simpsons house recently.
Oh, nice. What did you do to win? What did you do to win it?
Oh, I'll invite you to the group.
Okay. Cool.
It's a raffle.
I thought that was a raffle. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the nice.
I think my Simpsons set cost me $10.
Didn't cost me $10 when I bought the Simpsons house. I've got both. I've got the Simpsons house and the Quickie Mart.
Oh, I want the Quickie Mart.
I haven't built it yet. Actually, it's still sitting in the box, unopened.
I've got to say, I did see, those sites that are clearly lying about their prices and a scam site. I saw one yesterday. Came up in Instagram as an ad, and their reason for selling stuff cheap was that they were moving shop.
Oh, yeah, okay, righto.
And it was like pretty convincing. And you go and look at the price, and it's like they've got the Bugatti reduced from $230 to $30. Like, yeah, I'm reporting you bastards.
Yeah. No, that's not cool.
Just seems to be so easy for them to do.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
That is not a Lego piece.
You find yourself saying that when you go through like a bulk, if you get like a bulk win or a bulk buy.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like on Facebook Marketplace or something like that.
Oh, I can't even remember where this bag's from. All I know is I'm going to use the S word again.
Oh, no. It's like a swear word. Swear jargon.
If I
Swear
tip it all
jar.
out of the bag, then I've got to sort it now, haven't I? Damn it.
Well,
Why
that's
did I
true.
do that?
Said, no, don't tip it out of the... Oh, too late.
Actually, this same
Now you'll
person
have...
that I bought this from actually threw in the... didn't pay a huge amount for it, but they threw in the Star Wars snow speeder as well. Not the big one, like one of the small city ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's cool. That's a cool little set too.
Yeah, I've always been Snowspeeder's one of my favorite vehicles from Star Wars. I think like generally everything out of the Empire Strikes Back is good in my books.
Yeah. Yeah, no, true. Oh, I haven't heard from our other guest. I see how he's. Oh, it's just after 11.
He stood us up again.
Oh.
I don't know, these celebrity types.
I know. It was fun. Like, it was funny because he's like, "Oh, dude, I feel bad." I said, "Dude, it's okay." I said, it's all right, man. We understand. He's cool. I'm like, "Mate, I said, dude, it's all right. It's we get it."
Dude. Don't stress.
Yeah. It's as much as we love our hobby, our kids and family do come in front of it, and sometimes it happens that way.
Most of the time they come in. No.
Yes, yeah. When we can, when it can be helped. The kids have been pretty good. I love spending, that time just hanging out with them and like. Do you get any of the Lego magazines that come? Well, I say the not the from the actual company, but like the publishing companies that'll run, like they'll do a Lego City and then Ninjago and then Friends, and they come with like the little. Oh, what am I doing? I'll show you instead of just talking about it. Like they give you like the Jurassic Park one. My daughter was actually going to start building the figure. That's why we took the little bag off it. But you get like a little, almost like a poly bag, really.
Yeah, my friend makes them.
Oh, cool. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, it's I don't mind them. Like we get a couple of them, like the Friends one. Sometimes the little Friends builds. There was one I remember one of the ones that came out. Was it last year or year before? It had like a little ice cream stand, and I thought, damn, that's actually really cool. And the parts they were using, I'm like, oh, I got to get that set. So I ended up when I spotted it in the newsagents. At that time, I'm like, yeah, I'm grabbing that just because I didn't want to take it off my daughter because it was hers, and I felt bad. So I'm like, I'll just get my own. And I ended up using it and built the little ice cream stand and put it in one of my temporary, little mocks that I was working on at the time. It was cool. I'm like, I like that.
I've got one of the Ninjago ones here on my desk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, they come out with, yeah.
Ew. Don't know what happened to that piece. Look at the state of that piece. Hang on.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I don't know what happened to that. Yeah. I'm not even going to try and save that one.
That piece has seen better days.
Yes. Wasn't it? Oh, we do need to discuss one other set that was announced this week.
Yes.
Space Shuttle.
I like it. It's not one I'm going to be able to afford for a little while, but I like it. I think they've done I think it looks like they've got more of the angles and the curves on it this time around. I think they've done a really like a bang up job on it. So, what were your thoughts on it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. No, I used to
have a poster as a kid on my wall of like a cutaway of the space shuttle, which I've still got, like a massive like A0 print of it. It's absolutely huge.
Oh wow.
I've still got it. It's banged up, but awesome. It's one of those I might get framed in the future when I can afford it.
Yeah.
But such a good. Yeah, I love the space shuttle. Big fan.
Yeah, yes, 100%. I would love to. I would love to have that in the collection, just even as a display piece. Just to have it there would be pretty cool. And it's good timing for it too, because I think SpaceX has sort of sparked people's interest again in the space program with what Elon Musk is doing and that with his SpaceX venture, and I think Lego's done a lot, good timing in that for releasing that set at the moment, because I think it's certainly going to be a favourite.
I need to get cracking on my roads. I've got so many of these 2x4 grey pieces that everyone moans they don't have enough of.
Hey, sling some my way. I don't have enough of them. I don't. Send them my way.
Of them. That whole pot's like grey tiles, and I've got another small container from the Lego shop full of them as well.
Oh, nice. I was going to say, I'll do your deal. I'll come and help you part sort if I can get some.
Next time I'm at the Lego shop, if they've got some grey tiles, I'll get them. I'll let you know.
Let me know, for sure.
Hashtag tiles for Taz.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm getting there with this little layout. I'm trying a few different ideas. Just landscape or rock work's just not my strong point. But I'll see how I go. I
am about to try and do something I have never done before, and that is a sci-fi inspired interior.
Oh wow! Okay.
No, I'll give up.
Yeah. It's but you were working on weren't you working on something sort of space or sci-fi themed? Am I thinking of something else?
The aliens thing.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's what I'm about to start.
Ah, good. That'll be good.
So this area here is the entrance. So it's going to be like the reception, and then this is going to be like the lift area.
Yes, yep.
So the lift needs to look like the movie. And then the floor above this will be the actual sort of theme park ridey bit.
Yep. That's cool. Take a bit of Duplo out, like I'm a bit disappointed about. Don't really say that very often, but
too much Duplo.
Too much Duplo. That piece will live to fight another day. Yes, I think I slightly overestimated on my Duplo just from this one little area. I can fix that though. It's all right. I've just got to use more of the bricks, which is a pain. I was trying to save on my bricks, not bloody end up having to use them all. It's all right. It's not that bad. Not as bad as I make.
Almost sorted this entire bag.
Well, there you go. When we got to sort, we got to sort. But sometimes, if I do a small amount of sorting, I'm starting to try and find a new way to get through the pain of part sorting. So what I'll do is I'll grab like a tub or a container that I've just got random bricks in, or just unsorted bricks that I've had in the bins for a while, and I'll think, okay, well, I'm working on this particular mock or layout, and I'll start hunting for parts that I know I'm going to use, and then I'll put them in their own little container, or and then by the end of it, even if I've, say, just been sorting for an hour or hour and a half, I've ended up managing to find really useful parts that I need for the mock. So it's like, well, it actually wasn't that bad, but I just won't sort for hours on end. Like I'll try and break it up a bit, but I find that helpful if I'm working on a mock at that time when I'm needing to do the sorting, because I end up finding parts that I'll use. So I guess it's
Yeah, I just found a couple of these fan blades.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
that would be quite useful.
Yeah,
fan blades always feel sci-fi, don't they?
Yeah. Look at any like spaceship and stuff like that. They've always got fans, like exhaust fans or fans of some description.
Oh, we're down to 2 people.
That's okay, still. We're doing okay. Our other guest who would have been joining us, anyway, it's okay. We understand. It's okay.
How long has he been working on that stadium for? Gotta have been. Oh, it's just me. Where's Tazzman gone? Dude,
sorry
what happened?
I don't know. I was like, either my internet connection or my phone, because I'm on my phone tonight. Could have been my phone doing something silly. Sorry about that, mate.
So I was like talking away, and then suddenly you weren't there.
it's like, fine, you ignorant bastard. Don't respond to me then.
Did I offend you?
Must have offended my internet connection. It's just gone, no, I don't like that comment. I'll disconnect. Sorry about that. All of a sudden I'm looking at
5,000.
How long
has he been working on that stadium for? It's huge.
A while. I think he was working on it. I want to say since January. I might be wrong, but I want to say January. But could we even possibly be a bit before? See, I know he's been waiting on parts orders, because he'd said to me that he's nearly finished, but he was waiting on a parts order that was either supposed to get in, like, I think this week or something, or was supposed to get in the week just gone. So, he's got a great collection of stuff. Like, I mean, it's but the really cool thing is he's humble. He's down to earth. He's just like us. There's no, I'm a celebrity because I've been on TV. He's just like, hey man, like, he'll message me through the week. Hey mate, how's your week been so far? And we just backwards and forwards a bit, and it's, like, I remember when I said I remember telling my wife when I saw him back when I did a Facebook stream, and he was popped in the chat and said g'day, and I'm like, that's that Stani guy from Lego Masters. Like, I fanboyed, like I geeked out. I'm like, that's so cool.
I love you.
It's like, hey man, loved you on the show.
Awkward.
Long time fan. And it was really cool. And I messaged him. I'm like, hey, dude, really, like what you and Jay did on the show. Thanks for, because, and he's cool, and like us, he's, we've got kids, and as much as we love them, they can be testing at times.
Yeah, and it's school holidays as well. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but at least now we know that if there's stuff that they're not going to do to help us out a bit, we can say, listen, your school holidays can be either really fun or really boring.
What do you do with your kids during school holiday in terms of like getting them looked after and stuff when you're at work?
we sort of, at the moment, it's a toss between if I'm working from home, if my wife's working, and if my mother-in-law's available. We sort of work it out that way, or it has sort of fallen around a time where if my wife doesn't get as many hours because the owners were trying to save on costs and will just work themselves over some of the Easter break just to ease their own expenses. Well, it's a bit of planning ahead, but we find ways to make it work. So if the grandparents want to take them for a couple of days, just like a sleepover, but for a couple of days and night, 2 or 3 nights, that helps us out a lot. We can still video chat with them and say goodnight to them and still talk to them, but it breaks it up a little bit. So and because they are that little bit older age, it means that I can work from home upstairs in the office, and I can still check in on them. I know that they're safe. And look, usually it's pretty much give them the iPad and you won't hear from them, and they're happy just to hang out and chill out. So, or sometimes as long as they're quiet, they can come up with me and hang out, and just especially on a really hot day, I'll have the air conditioner on upstairs and they can hang out with me for a bit, as long as they're quiet and I can get through what I've got to do with work. It just depends on, some of my job I can do from home, others I can't, and it's, but it's a balance, and it's not always easy. It can be stressful trying to plan ahead for it, but, when you've got understanding employers, that always helps. But it's a different thing. But I won't go into the specifics unless you're going to. But I'll say good luck with what you've got going on at the moment too, mate.
Well, hopefully, I mean, if I get the offer this week, I'm just trying to think what do I do with the kids?
I mean, if you look into for a little while there, we had to look at holiday care, and it's not cheap. But if it's only for a couple of days, you can sort of justify it. But I think you've really got to shop around a bit and see what the, what do they call it, vacational or holiday care, just to see how, how affordable it can be. But, it's not easy though. It can be a way to frustrate the daylights out of you.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not easy.
Scare the crap out of you when you get the bill.
Yep. And then you think, why did I bother?
Why did I have kids? No way.
Yeah, true. Yep. It's true. But you try, and it's just finding that balance, and it's not easy. But depending, I suppose, too, the line of work that you're looking at, if you're able to do most of it from home, then at least you've got a chance of being able to try. But it can be frustrating.
I got more sleep last
sympathy.
night than normal. Huh?
What was that?
I was going to say, I got more sleep than normal last night, and I feel more tired today. Go figure.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'll end up sympathy yawning in a minute.
It's just irritating. I'm I slept for 2 hours longer than normal last night. What's going on?
See, you're psyching yourself up for daylight saving swap over.
Yeah. Well, if it had been daylight saving, maybe I'd have got another hour on top of that.
No, would have been great.
Kids don't work like that, do they?
No. No matter how much you tell them, it's hey, it's the weekend. Sleep in. Enjoy the weekend. They're up at daylight. It's great. Awesome.
Yeah. weekend mornings when the
Yep.
saying, children should be seen, not heard.
Yes.
Or they should
Couldn't
just
agree
not
more.
be seen or heard on weekends. I'm not selling parenthood, am I?
That's what I was going to say. If people are going to be watching this going, geez, they must hate their kids. It's like, no, we don't. It's just,
No.
We don't.
I couldn't imagine life without my kids now.
Yeah. It's just sometimes they find a way to sometimes make you question it, but and then they'll turn around and do something really sweet, and then you remember why you're a parent.
And you also remember how good children are at playing their parents.
Trying to play us like we're a $2 banjo. Yeah. They try for a little bit, and then they realise they went too far.
I love you, Dad. Damn it. Got away with it again.
Yes, we had that a couple of weeks ago with my daughter and some of the homework she was getting, and it's like we'd say to her, so you've done your homework, darling? Because she'd show us a bit, like we think, oh, well, she's actually, like we don't really try to stand over the kids when they're doing their homework. It's like we do try to just give them their space, let them work it out. If there's something they need some help with, they can come and ask us, or but because we don't want them to get into the habit of just going, oh, we'll just pretend that we don't understand anything, so mum and dad will help us all the time. It's like, no, they still need to have a go, and then if they need help, we're always going to be there for them, but we want them to try themselves. And we turned out where she hadn't done her homework for the 4 days, and when the teacher called us,
Speaking of kids.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, puppy.
Oh.
Oh.
My little lady.
Oh. Well, this card didn't work out for me, did it? And I have to take this other GJBricks out. Oh, that's frustrating.
So yeah, it's my birthday next weekend. I'm like, wife's like, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, well,
Lego.
Space shuttle.
Gotta go to the space shuttle, Greg.
Well,
Pretty awesome birthday.
Supposedly or possibly a gift with purchase at the same time. That's another bit of space stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a massive. When I was a kid, I built a space shuttle, like a full, like massive, all of the interior, everything on it, like the nose open, and I've got the photos somewhere. I need to find them.
Yeah.
And I sent it into Lego because you remember in those days you had the Lego magazine and they featured photos from kids. And they rejected it and said, oh, it's too much like everything else that we get, like a load of other stuff we get. And I'm like,
oh,
seriously?
That's the way to treat your target market.
It's like, this is so much better than most of the stuff you print. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You want a bottle? Oh.
No.
I'm going to go get this one a bottle and I'll be back.
You're right. I'm going to take that opportunity and grab a drink. I'll be back.
Excuse us, watch it, or one person that's watching at the moment, apparently. All right, let's go get you a bottle. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
And I'm back. Oh no. While we're waiting for our host, hope you're all well. Hope everyone's okay, and hope you had a good weekend so far. Or what's left of the weekend, depending on where you are. Still trying to work on this layout. Trying to get some of the terrain work happening. It's getting there. Not as easy as I'd like it to be, but I'm trying to fit all different ideas here and there. As I have stated before, my terrain work is yeah, it's okay, but I know I've got a lot to learn. Well, that's all right. Terrain work can be like that, but with some perseverance, it looks really cool in the end. Plan to get some tiling and get all that sort of stuff, so another expensive parts order will be happening. That's all right. Starting to get this going again. I just had to replan a little bit. Take the opportunity to open my drink. So yes, a little bit more of the terrain work happening, and Greg's working on his mock as well, which is good. So we're getting there. We're all working away on their little projects at the moment. Which is good. It's nice that the weather where we are is being a bit more kind to us at the moment. Which is good. Okay, well, that's given me a little bit more opportunity to fix a few things up. Just trying to use, because I've got to use those plate pieces elsewhere.
Hi.
Hello.
So who's still in the stream? Anybody?
I can't tell from because I'm on my phone. I haven't seen anyone in the chat.
Well, it's telling me there's one person watching.
Oh, well. I wonder if that's counting me, though. Yeah, I don't know if that counts the guests or if that's... But if whoever's in, if they're still there, g'day, hope you're well. Thanks for sticking around. See, if we were out of daylight savings, it'd only be, what, 10:30?
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. So next, yeah, we'll be... Well, it's not that far away. We'll be out of daylight savings. For what is it, like 6 months of the year or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that found that Batman, head thing that just, yeah. I remember even when I first saw the image, I was just like, yeah. And I was really disappointed because I love Batman, but not that particular set. If I was going to do something, I'd save more pennies and get the Batmobile. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to end up getting that that particular set, that head one.
Nah, just not into it.
No,
I love Batman as well. I'm a big Batman fan as well, but that just is not a
it
good
just
set.
no, and I think you start to see some of the more prominent, like the I think, I don't know, I think Mike from the Cool Factors had a look at it already. Possibly Jang has as well. I haven't had a chance to catch up with.
They did
my
thought videos on it, yeah.
yeah. So I haven't had a chance to check them all out yet, but yeah, I think from what I'm just even reading, whether it's on Instagram or a little bit just on the even Facebook comments, I'm not seeing it. Well, seeing a very mixed mixed feelings. Some are going, "Hey, it looks cool." Others are like, "Really?" It just looks wrong.
Yeah, it does look wrong.
On saying that, are you going to do like a thoughts video on it yourself for your
Yeah, I'm
channel?
probably going to do
Or?
one on all of the heads tomorrow.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. That'll be
I
good.
was going to do it yesterday, but I just like, well, it'd be a bit rushed if I do it today because I just hadn't.
Yeah. And sometimes on the weekend, like, I don't know, do you find like do you find that you're more motivated on the weekend or less motivated to do Lego stuff?
Oh, it really depends. Like last night, I thought I was going to be in the mood, and I thought, no, I'm just going to sit down and watch telly.
I did that. I did that last night.
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to like not have my brain active.
Yeah. There is nights where we got to keep the door to the Lego room closed because you need that time just to chill.
I'm finding myself really up and down on when I like want to build Lego at the moment. Like,
yeah, no, I can relate.
I've got this computer in this room now as well, and I've got the issue that I've realized the computer has actually caused me to procrastinate a little bit, so as to speak, because I quite often like put a TV show on or something while I'm building.
Yeah.
And it just massively slows me down.
Yeah. No, I can relate. I think there's been nights this week where I haven't even looked at the door to the Lego room. I've just walked straight past and not even thought about it. And then other nights I'm like, oh, I really want to, and then I'll have a shower, and then all of a sudden I'm tired, and it's like, no, I'll just go to bed.
Yeah, it's funny because like some days you just like really have trouble getting going, and like once you start, you really love it. But it's just that getting going is sometimes hard.
It is. Then I'll look at there'll be nights where I want to really get into it, and then when I look at the time, it's like nearly, almost like 1 a.m. It's like, God, I got to go to bed. I got to go to work. It's Then other nights it's just like, no, I cannot be bothered.
No, me and Mike talk about this quite often because we just have days where we'll go into funks that's part of my thing. Like my channel videos have been suffering because I have just been in a funk, and I just can't get motivated to do the videos at the moment.
Yeah.
It's like I want to, but then I just can't get motivated to do them for some strange reason because I enjoy it when I do it.
That's the thing.
I generally get complimented on the videos, so it's like, well, why don't I do it? So like, it's not stage fright or anything. It's just for some reason.
No.
I want to do it. Yes, Willow.
He's either agreeing or disagreeing.
Yeah. She doesn't bark very often, but she's got a hell of a bark when she does.
Yeah. Means business.
classed as a. Someone said they were a giant breed today, and I'm like, looked it up. No, they're not giant. They're just large.
Yeah.
Well, medium large breed.
Yeah.
She's about the size of a German Shepherd.
Oh, see, that's not that big.
No, exactly. That's why it's like German Shepherd's a good sized dog in my books.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of German Shepherds.
Yes.
Although they can be complete psychos if you don't raise them properly.
Or you can get ones like I've had time with one, and they're extremely lazy and like bone idle lazy. Could not care about anything or anyone. It's like great. Those sleep all day. Yeah.
Willow's pretty forgiving actually, because I don't walk her as often as I should, sadly.
Yeah.
And part of that's due to the fact that my wife goes to markets at 4 a.m, so I'm getting the kids ready for school, and it's like by the time she's back, it's like I've got to get the kids to school. It's like I haven't got time to walk the dogs.
Yeah, true.
They just have to go and do their business in the back garden.
Yeah. No, sometimes it's too difficult, you know. But on times when, there's times where like I'll get, a night where I'll be bursting with energy, and as soon as the kids have gone down, I'm straight in the Lego room building. And then other nights, my energy's just not even there. Like, my care factor's zilch, and it's just like, I'm just going to watch Netflix or Disney Plus for a bit. Or
that's not just you. Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll come in here, like, thinking, I'm going to build. And then I'll just end up, like, mucking around doing stuff on my wife's website or reading random things or watching crappy videos on YouTube.
And then you think, why did I come in here? I was going to build Lego, and here I am just watching YouTube. It's like,
Yeah.
Hey, I've done that plenty of times.
I mean, it's like YouTube knows me half the time on what to show me. Wait.
Yep. People joke about it, but it's true. I'll go, I haven't seen that video. Hour later,
Yeah. Oh, another top 10 disasters video. Great.
Next minute it's like 12:30. It's like, I go to bed. Yep. No, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Hey, there's some really cool parts in this cup that I haven't sorted yet. God damn it.
So there you go. Silver linings.
Well, I didn't know I had those. What are those? Ooh. Need those.
I reckon we'll have to catch up. We'll have to catch up sometime, Greg. Either and like we can do a grab some beers and some pizza and like just have a sorting party.
I might have to do a video on this one. There's actually some really good parts in here. What's this one?
Oh, cool.
And this one's like really well packed. Like this is like my masterpiece packing one. There's still a few gaps, but
yeah,
like it's one where the core is completely like built a structure in the middle there. You see it?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So there's gaps in there. I tried to fill in, but
yeah, you did pretty good though.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
this one's actually pretty good as well. Look, this one's like lots of loose parts with bits of chunks of plate in there, like in there and in there. But not too bad. I didn't put any small parts in that one. That's all big pieces.
You know who surprised me as like a picker brick cup expert filler is my wife. For someone who supposedly is not that into Lego, she worked the science out on those picker brick cups a long time ago, and like I will happily take her to a Lego shop with me and say, look, if you can just help me with the pick-a-brick cups, I'll keep the kids in here. If you want to go to another shop, that's fine, but help me with the cups first, and then away you go. And she will say, right, what do you need? And we just bang, 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 go around, grab all the parts that we need. And she's still, I mean, we get our money's worth out of those cups.
Yeah, I watched a few of those how to pack them videos.
Yeah.
And like some of them are like, oh yeah, you know, then you put 4 bricks above the top like this, and they'll say, no, they don't do that in Australia.
No.
There's not many countries that will actually let you do that. So let's focus on actually getting it into the cup, not 2 inches
That's
above.
True.
All right, mate. Given there's like hardly anyone watching it, I might suggest that we call it a night.
That's fine, mate. Yeah, I'm sort of just at the point where I'm ready just to go. Now I'll work on this tomorrow night. No, that's been fine, mate. Thanks for the invite as always. I appreciate it.
My goal this week is to get this bit done, and then I'm going to do a city. I want to focus on the city.
Oh, good. That'll be good, mate. Yeah, excellent.
Well, part of that depends on sorting stuff out properly.
Yeah, but I have fun with it though, and I can't wait to see some updates, and look forward to if you're going to stream next Sunday night.
Oh, always, mate. Our regular thing.
And your birthday. Well, mate, and you know, I know it's not a belated happy birthday, but it'll be an early happy birthday from myself and all of us here at GJBricks. Have an awesome birthday, mate.
Actually next Sunday, so it'll be a Sunday birthday stream.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That'll be good, mate. It's
alrighty.
Well, have fun, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
Everybody that watched.
Yeah, thanks for everyone.
One person that is still watching.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Au revoir. See you.
Catch you next time. See you next week.